Hey guys, John here. I've been meaning to do a game room, nerd room tour. I call it my nerd room because really I collect way more than just games, and my game collection isn't really anything super amazing compared to what a lot of the things that you've probably seen on YouTube. But I think overall, as a nerd collection, mine's pretty impressive. So we're going to go through all that today and take a close-up look. And unfortunately, I'm recording with the onboard camera here. My editing software and editing computer have been having issues here lately, so I'm just gonna try and do it straight up from the onboard mic on this thing. So let's just go ahead and start right over here on my bookshelf, top to bottom. Up there, a little Kiss bobblehead. I guess not a bobblehead, one of those pop figures. That's the only pop figure I own. I don't even remember how I got that. I think it was a gift from somebody. Odyssey 2 box. I'm a teacher, and my next door neighbor is a theater teacher, and they were using that box for storage. So I asked him if I could have it, and I gave him a different cardboard box, and he gave me that one. And so that's how I got that. Up there, shining bright, is one of my lights for when we film playthroughs in here. I'm going to turn that off real quick so we can see what's behind it. Right up there is a Godzilla print signed by the artist who did that, and it's also signed by all three of the in-suit actors that have ever portrayed Godzilla in the Japanese version. So I'm very excited about that. I need to find a place to put it, but I have all the shelving covering up everything, so I'll figure that out at some point. Okay, starting at the top here. On the left-hand side there are brochures for different conventions. Essential Spider-Woman, Essential Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, Essential Amazing Spider-Man. I think that was number 2. The other 2 are number 1s. And then I have this one's pretty cool. It's Lethal Protector. On the cover it has a, let's see if you can see that too well, a sketch done by Sam De La Rosa and signed by him, the inker on that. And he was also an inker on a couple issues of Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man 2099, a series I really enjoy, Watchmen, The Killing Joke, The Dark Knight Returns, The Walking Dead Compendium number 1. That one was a gift to me. I got these issues 1 through 3 here for my wife because she really loves the show. She likes it a lot, and so I thought she's a big reader. Never really cared for those too much, so they're just kind of sitting here now. Ninja Turtles, the new Ninja Turtle series, volumes 1 through 5. Collected Spawn, 1 through 6 there. There's a WrestleMania brochure from WrestleMania in Dallas this year. There's a mixture of Trash Bag Bunch and Z-Bots. TNA brochure from when I went to the Slammiversaries in Arlington. Some other magazines, comics, Nintendo Powers, and one Star Wars book that didn't really fit in my Star Wars section because it's too big. And then moving down here we have Vampire Hunter D volumes 1 through 4. I just picked up 3 and 4. I've had 1 and 2 since I was in college, so we're talking 10-12 years. But I picked up 3 and 4 at the convention this weekend. Dracula, Spider-Man, Halos, anime. You know, these over here, my dad was a middle school principal and whatnot, and when I was in college, you know, at the end of the year, the lost and found stuff nobody claims, a lot of times he'd end up giving that stuff to me, and he knew I was into that stuff, so he gave it to me. I don't know anything about Full Moon or School Rumble. I do know about Fruit Baskets, at least the show anyway, but I don't know anything about those. Now, these are mine that I actually voluntarily bought. Yu Yu Hakusho 1 through 4, Dragon Ball 1 through 11, and Dragon Ball Z 1, Trigun. You guys, if you watch any of our game playthroughs, you've seen us pull that one out on Mario 3 a couple times. Star Wars on VHS, Lord of the Rings, Hitchhiker's Guide set, autographed Hacksaw Jim Duggan book there. I don't know how you can see that. I can't see it. Oh, it's looking through the page. There we go. Undisputed Truth, Mike Tyson. Walking Dead books I got from my wife. Hasn't read some books from when I was a kid. Ender's Game. My favorite author of all time, H.G. Wells, right there. Read all those books. Some of my favorites. Dune, haven't read. I hear it's really good. I saw the movie. I'm a big fan of David Lynch that directed it. And my Star Wars section here, missing a couple because they're out. Young Jedi Knight series, grew up with. Read all those in middle school. Bought them as they came out in middle school. Some Peter figures. The Ninja Turtle series 1 through 5 of the original things, and hardback He-Man mini comics collection. Street Fighter, one of my favorite franchise of all times. Have all those art books there. Love Street Fighter and everything about it. And I'm a casual tabletop, I guess it's not tabletop game, that's how casual I am. I play some card games. Magic the Gathering I play every other year. Some friends and I, we get in a kick and we'll play for a little while. Until then they just sit there gathering dust. Same with Munchkins. Okay, here's a nice part of my collection here. Well, I guess for the books. Dallas Mavericks 2011 Championship magazine, signed on the cover there by Tyson Chandler. Here we go. DC Cover Girls. Got a sketch in there of Wonder Woman by Jamie Tyndall. Good. DC Encyclopedia. Worked on this at the Dallas Comic Con this weekend. Adding to it. Got some sketches. Mullet Superman by Carrie Gamble. Hal Jordan by Banch. Signatures. Some of note. Brian Azzarello. Right there. That squiggle. That is one I'm particularly proud of. Got this weekend. Wow. Drawn a mind blank. Author of The Dark Knight and artist on The Dark Knight returns. Wow. Why am I having a brain fart right now? Oh my goodness. Let's go to The Dark Knight Returns. Frank Miller. Oh my goodness. Frank Miller right there. Wow. Did I just lose some nerd cred on that? Okay. And then in the back, got some sketches here. Steve Irwin, Deathstroke. Simon Beasley, Lobo. I can't remember off the top of my head who did that. Did that other sketch over there of Doomsday. Next one here. Marvel Encyclopedia. Some sketches in there. Jamie Tyndall did this one for free of Spider-Man. No, he's never really worked on Spider-Man. Howard the Duck, Daredevil, Deadpool, Miss Marvel, Klaus Johnson, autograph up there. He's also in the DC one. Alan Bellman, Captain America. Stan Lee. All right. Yes. H. Mackey. Why is his name escaping me? Worked on X-Men. Worked on Generation X, and this is his character he created. It's funny because he's an author, but he did a sketch in there for me too of Chamber. His name's Chamber. And then let's go to the back here. Keith Pollard, co-creator of Black Cat, drew that one for me. Paul Ryan, he died not too long ago. I was glad to get this one, get a chance to meet him before he passed away this last year. And then Linsner, known for doing his female characters like Dawn and whatnot, but he did some issues with the Black Cat for Marvel, so got him to draw Black Cat there. Oh, and let's not forget in the back here, got Carnage, and then the typical Sam De La Rosa Venom sketch over there. Down here at the bottom, big fan of science books. There's the science textbook I used to teach when I was teaching 7th grade middle school science. A lot of other science books, space, Stephen Hawking, Lawrence Krauss, Darwin, Carl Sagan, Dawkins, and then my Star Wars section here. A lot of Star Wars, got some signatures in those. WWE Encyclopedia. Let's go ahead and get that out. Okay, so here we are looking at the WWE Encyclopedia. There's no way I can show you everything that I've signed in here. I can't remember all of it, but I know a few highlights off the bat. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, right there. The Head Shrinkers, Rikishi was in that one. So Rikishi signed in 3 places where he was in this. There we go, there's Jake the Snake. Yeah, there's Chavo Guerrero. It's right there. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. There he is, Rikishi. Jason Kevin Nash. Sticking with Click members. I've got X-Pac in here. And my old Where's Waldo books I had as a kid. Great Waldo Search. Find Waldo Now. Missing the blue one. That blue one was my favorite. I check it out from the school library a lot. Big Elvis Presley fan. So got a lot of Elvis books in here. You'll see plenty more Elvis stuff as we go on. And then here's the gaming station right here. Big CRT TV. There are my connections, my input splitter, my output splitter. And down here got the NES and the GameCube. GameCube is, you can see it's written on, but that is done by the voice of Mario. So, can't remember his name right now off the top of my head, but all those marks are done by him. FC Twin with Skate or Die in it, because Matt and I were trying our hand at that and it wasn't pretty. I got pretty good at it when I was about 6 years old. I don't remember now. N64. Also scribbled on and signed by the voice of Mario there. Here we go! And then the second generation of Sega Genesis. I have the first one sitting in the closet, and then Musha. Obviously that's not the real Musha. That's the most expensive Sega Genesis game. That's just a reprint, or I mean, not a reprint. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's not the real deal. And then down here, 2 versions of the PlayStation. Controllers, the Street Fighter controllers, my original Xbox, and Sega Saturn. I have no Sega Saturn games, but I have my Sega Saturn, so I hope to get some games soon. And right over here to the side, got this autographed photo with Kane Hodder, considered the best of the Jasons. Started in Friday the 13th Part 7 and did 8, 9, and 10, and he's best known Jason. And then in here, spare controllers, and then in here, spare controllers. Oh, and then back here, one of my other I enjoy is my movie Ninja Turtle poster. Signed by the guy who was in Raph's suit, and signed by April O'Neil. Hopefully you'll add more to that. And then up across the top up here we have my Ninja Turtle collection. Well, not all of it, but stuff that's in the box and looks pretty. And then over the end there's Super Shredder, signed by Kevin Nash. My Raphael movie action figure signed by the guy inside Raph's suit. And then my Donatello, signed by Corey Feldman. Alright, moving back over here. My handheld collection, 3DS games. That X-Men Legacy is what I've been playing now whenever I rarely get a chance. And then my Game Boys, I guess I'm not going to really go through. I'll go through. Mario, Mario 2, Yoshi Pro-Am, Double Dragon, Ninja Turtles, Back from the Sewers, Fall of the Foot Clan, Bart Simpson Camp, Mega Man, Return of the Jedi, and then down here is Star Wars, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. There's NES Advantage, signed by Pat the NES Punk and Norm the Gaming Historian. And then there are my advanced games. Sure, let's go through that. Masters, F-Zero, Godzilla, Street Fighter Puzzle, Puzzle Fighter, Dr. Mario, Amco Museum, Tony Hawk's Underground, Sword of Mana, Final Fantasy 1 and 2, and I have some others somewhere. Not sure where they are. My high school, middle school Elvis VHS collection, Tooth and Nail Music, the Batman's on VHS, G.I. Joe, some wrestling. Original Ninja Turtle VHSs, except for that one on the far left, was gifted to me by Joshua. You guys know Joshua. Mystery Science Theater 3000. Some MXPX Godzilla, some other stuff, and then a bunch of recording. Got 360 collection here. Oh, that's PS3 actually. This one over here is Soul Calibur 5, I believe. Fable 3, Halo. Halo's there, big Halo fan. Favorite games on these series are the Just Dances and Zumbas are not my favorites. Those were gifts from our wife. She thought she'd use them. She didn't really so much. But the Bioshocks and the Fallouts are my favorites for those systems. And under here, the original Xboxes. Loaned Halo 2 to my brother-in-law, and he stepped on and really been out of shape. My collector's Halo 2 edition there. Clock Tower 3. Now there it is. Clock Tower 3. That's a expensive game now. I bought it and it was really cheap, and I've had it since I was in senior year of high school, I think. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Another one I got pretty cheap when it was out. And then my GameCube collection is very small. I had to reclaim what I had. Really all I ever had was Super Mario Sunshine, Mario Kart Double Dash, Sonic Mega Collection, and then the other one I had was NBA Street Volume 2, which I no longer have and I need to find. Big Final Fantasy fan, so you'll see there's Final Fantasies there. A lot of these games I haven't actually played yet. I don't have time to play anymore with my little boy. He's worth it. Got here my movie monster collections, the King Kong's 1933, Godzilla's. Oh, this is really good. Let's see if I can get in here and do this. There we go. Godzilla signed by the guy in the original Godzilla suit, and the actors, I can't remember their names, but old guys. Glad to have those. And here's like my culture section. Some Hawaii, Peru, Chile, Easter Island stuff. And my Kung Fu movie section there. A lot of Bruce Lee, a lot of Jackie Chan. And down there is mostly my wife's TV show stuff that I couldn't find room for on the other side. And then the original Disney Zorro. It's really good. And then now over to the video games, the Vigi games. Autographed Volume 4 Packing as Punk. And then in there. And I don't do mine like a lot of other people do in alphabetical order. I just kind of group them by genre and whatnot. Genre and importance. Is that up there? Ah, Breath of Fire. Okay. There we go. Game Chaser Season 3 Collector's Edition signed by the Game Chasers. I bought that for a Texas Frightmare to get autographed by Robert Englund, but his autograph ended up being way more expensive than I've seen it at other cons, so I'm going to wait and hang on to that. And that's the NES game version of the toy. So, continuing on with the Super Nintendo. Fighting games were my jam in this era. So Clay Fighters, Primal Rage, especially Street Fighter, Fatal Fury, Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat. Those were my jam back in the day. Turtles in Time right there. Separation Anxiety, and then here is Maximum Carnage. I don't know if you can see him there, signed by Sam De La Rosa. Booger Man, that's a great game. There's an extra Clay Fighter. If someone wants to trade for a Clay Fighter, I got one for you. Missing, got Super Star Wars, Super Empire Strikes Back, but I'm missing Super Return of the Jedi. Need to get that one. Incredible Hulk, Spawn. As much as I love Spawn, I can't say a whole lot for that game. It's not the greatest. Monsters, Ren and Stimpy, Lagoon, Lion King, Super Godzilla, Porn Gym 2, Animaniacs, Super Adventure Island. And this game was gifted to me by good friend Scott. And Super Game Boy and Super Game Genie. And here's some figures. Back before Chuck E. Cheese was Chuck E. Cheese here in Texas, it was Showbiz Pizza. And I loved Showbiz Pizza. And so the guy on the end over there, Billy Bob, and then over here is Fats the Gorilla. They were from Showbiz Pizza. And then back there, Spawn. I was hoping to get that signed by Todd McFarlane at the convention this weekend. Didn't happen. NES games. Here we go. Ninja Gaiden, Rygar, Fester's Quest, Wrath of the Black Manta. That's a really good game. It's really cheap. I really enjoyed that one growing up. It was one of my favorites. Double Dragon, Zeldas, the Ninja Turtles, Rampage, the Marios. This one's a hack. Mario Adventure, Mega Man's 1 through 4, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, DuckTales, Wizard and Warriors. I need Wizard and Warrior 3, Ghosts and Goblins, Castlevania's 1 through 3, Bible Adventures and Spiritual Warfare and Kingdom or something up there. Star Tropic, Soda's Revenge. Yonoi, that was fun. Monster Party, that's fun and tough. Metroid. Batman, lots of fun, very tough. Gunsmoke, very fun game. Defender 2, great arcade game. Oops. Riki, Adventure Island 2. Karnov, Dragon Warrior 3, missing 2 and 4 of the Dragon Warriors. Another Dino Riki, that's another one I have to trade. Let's do Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Shinobi, dudes. RC Pro-Am, one of my favorites. Friday the 13th, I really enjoy it too. Mylon Secret Castle. Gotcha, good gun game. Guerrilla War, that's fun. Marble Madness, great arcade game. Skater Die 2. Blades of Steel. Ice Hockey, both of those great. Probably the best sports games on the system. Life Force. Cobra Command. And down here we have Super Nintendo collection. Oh, let's see if we can flip through these real quick. Let's see, here's in bad shape. Not as bad as a game. Mario Kart. Oh, Diddy Kong Racing. 64. Tennis. Killer Instinct Gold. Alpha Blitz. WCW Mayhem. Pokemon Stadium. Cruising the World, love that game. Gauntlet Legends, Smash Bros. WCW NWO Revenge. And there are some video games, monthly boxes haven't opened yet. I've been hoping to do some video, but we've been doing some renovating here, so I don't have that one. Don't have those done yet. And there's my very meager Sega Genesis collection. Octane, Shaq Fu, Castlevania Bloodlines, Sonic. And then cartoon section. Here we go. There we have my favorite Transformer, Soundwave. Full series of Transformers back there. Except this is the Chinese version. But it's American shows. I started to get the Rhino collection, but those went away. There's a full set of G.I. Joe. The second volume of G.I. Joe, where Destro had the gold head, and there's both of those. There's the full series of Transformers in the movie. The Masters, Headmasters selection of Transformers, Complete Beast Wars, Seasons 1 through 3 of The Real Ghostbusters, excellent show. Thundercats, Volumes 1 through 4. All the Ninja Turtles. All of Cops. Gem and the Holograms over here. Autographed by Jim. To the Lopez family. Street Sharks, Jason the Real Warriors, Heathcliff, Pirates of Darkwater. All the Hanna-Barbera stuff, that was really good. Jabberjaw, Yogi Bear, favorites of mine. Here we have He-Man and Masters of the Universe, all the He-Mans, all the She-Ras, top 10s, episodes of He-Man and She-Ra, the Christmas special, the 2002 He-Man series, and then bleeding into my superhero stuff, Super Friends, entire series of Superman, entire series of Batman. I would squeeze in there. This one, Season 1, is signed by Kevin Conroy, but I'm not going to pull that out. It's a complete series of Justice League Unlimited, and Spawn. And then the DC movies. DC movies are really good. Really enjoyed a lot of those DC movies. And then kind of to our video game section here. Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Let me see. Try and get into this real quick. In the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, you can see got the little Mario sketch by one of the animators that worked on the show. Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario World, Zelda, Game Master, Mega Man, Sonic, Adventures of Sonic, Sonic Earthworm Jim, Street Fighter V, Street Fighter movies, Halo movies, X-Men, Volumes 1 through 5, Spider-Man 60 series. Oh, and this is not cartoon, but Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. I was way more into that than I was into Power Rangers. So got those. 50s Gumby series. I saw that they came out with the 60s one. I need to add that. And then moving down here to my anime section with the Studio Ghibli stuff. Nemo, not really, well, sort of anime. Vampire Hunter D, Spirited Away is my all-time favorite anime movie. Speed Racers, Gundam movies 1 through 3, Full Metal Panic, Guyver, all the Robotechs. These first Robotech series, first 3, are excellent. Gotcha Man, Yu Yu Hakusho, Lupin the Third, Dragon Ball. I got some of these signed. Let me see if I can remember. Oh. Alright. It's getting messy. There we go. Voice of Master Roshi. Go. Signed. What else? Nothing. This one is signed. Is it this one? Sign inside. There it is. To a Mighty Saiyan Warrior. There we go. Piccolo. Alright. And Dragon Ball GT. Movies down here. DuckTales. Oh, there's the other DuckTales my son was watching. DuckTales Volume 3, so that one's out of place. Darkwing Duck. Oh, Darkwing Duck is signed by Jim Cummings, the voice of Darkwing Duck, and Winnie the Pooh, and Pete. Tailspin, Chip and Dale, Gummy Bears, Gargoyles, Clone Wars, Chipmunk Adventure, Aqua's Modern Life, Our Real Monsters, Doug. Doug is autographed. Yeah, Billy West right there. Hey Arnold, hey dude. Chris Explains It All. Down here, Heavy Metal, Tripping the Rift, The Hobbit, Jetsons, Beowulf, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Oh, let's try and continue on here. Alright. Wrestling section here. SummerSlam. TNA. WrestleManias. There's got this signed by a lot of people. I might pull that out later and go through that. Or I might edit it in here. If I don't, then I didn't have the time or the video space. So there we go, there's Sting. A music section here. Charlotte MXPX. Lots of Elvis 68 comeback special. The Elvis movies. Kiss. These are MXPX also videos. Shark Week, Wife and I Love Shark Week. Here's my science stuff. Like I said, love science, universe, life, planet Earth, the cosmos, both the Carl Sagan and the Neil deGrasse Tyson versions. UFC, Greatest 100 Fights, first 4 of them. And there's Robert England, autographed. Picture to me. Big basketball fan, so got the Houston Rockets are my first love there. But I live in Dallas area, so I like the Dallas Mavericks too. So there we go. All the basketball stuff there. Down here is my horror section. I'm a horror movie buff. All the Friday the 13th, all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, Texas Chainsaw Massacres. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, this is probably my favorite one of Hellraiser's, The Omens. Oh, The Exorcist. Let me get in this real quick. This is something I'm proud of. There you go. Exorcist, autographed by Linda Blair. Jaws movies, Leprechaun, Scream, Jeepers Creepers. Classic Universal movie monsters, The Mummy, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Oh, that one's signed too. This one's signed by the last actor who played any of the original. Right there, I'm very proud of that one. Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula, and then I go into the vampire stuff there, Lost Boys, and then to the zombie stuff. Red Quarantine, and then the Halloween stuff. All the Halloweens, and there's Elvira, Movie Macabre, signed by Elvira. It was great getting to meet her. And then continue on. More of the horror down here. Army of Darkness, Wolf Creek. Some more evil spirit movies. Saw movies. Insidious. Sinister. And some more down here. Cabin Fever, Psycho. Nosferatu. Gremlins, Children of the Corn Collection, Paranormal Activity, go. And as we move our way over up here, we got some autographed Rockets pictures. I got the left side Rockets, Mario Ellie, Sam Cassell, Hakeem Olajuwon autographed basketball. Underneath that, kind of weirdly placed, is my RoboCop sign. And then up there, my Maverick side, which that place is reserved for a Tyson Chandler autographed picture I just haven't sent off yet to get autographed. So there's Dirk autographed, Jason Terry autographed, and then there's a big Hakeem Olajuwon autograph back there, which I need to raise up and pull it up, and then the Rockets Todd McFarlane figures, display case, and Hakeem Olajuwon all the way around, my favorite player. And some other players in there. Original Star Trek movie series signed by George Takei, Nichelle Nichols, and of course William Shatner. Power Rangers signed by pretty much everybody except for Yellow Ranger and Pink Ranger. Star Wars signed by Peter Mayhew, Darth Maul, Lando, Carrie Fisher. It's weird how I'm switching back and forth between their actor names and real names. C-3PO, Jeremy Bullock, or Boba Fett. And then there is the Next Gen series signed by all of the main characters except for Picard. I need to get him. Hopefully he'll come to a convention soon. Ninja Turtles. More Ninja Turtles. And Food Fighters down there. And then we're going to start finishing this off. Up on the top there, the new Thunder Tank in box and out of box with my favorite of the Thundercats, Panthro, and then there is the old Thunder Tank with the old Panthro. Here's something I'm very proud of too. It's the old Batmobile, and I don't know if you can see it that well on there, but on the hood of the car it is signed by Adam West and Burt Ward. And then movies, these are mostly TV shows. The Office, The Big Bang Theory, Growing Pains, Family Matters, Lost Heroes, The Tick, That 70s Show, Everybody Loves Raymond, Friends, X-Files, Firefly, original Star Trek series, animated Star Trek series, Star Trek The Next Gen, Enterprise, and 2 movies there, the 2 new movies. I'm still missing Deep Space Nine and Voyager. Need to get those. Bewitched, Get Smart, Golden Girls, Gilligan's Island, Saved by the Bell, Game of Thrones, Mad Men, Sopranos, King of the Hill. Love the Three Stooges. I've got all the Three Stooges stuff there. House, Prison Break, great series. If you haven't watched it. Viva La Bam and Wild Boys. Holly G Show, Beavis and Butthead, Family Guy, Simpsons. Down here, sci-fi section. Star Wars more fantasy, but Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Planet of the Apes, Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, Men in Black, RoboCop, sci-fi fantasy all down here. Potter, Lord of the Rings, Transformers, Contact, and 1 million years BC. And then, let's finish this off real quick before my time runs out here, which is coming close to here. Is the superhero section. Comic book section, really. And some video game stuff over here. Tomb Raider, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Mario Bros, Ninja Turtles, all the Supermans, all the Batmans, Avengers, Captain America, Spider-Mans, Fantastic Four, Hulk, X-Men. I love mobster movies. My wife got me this as a gift. This set is a gift here. All those. She didn't realize she already got me that one year, so then the next year she got me this nice set of American Gangster, Godfather, Goodfellas, Public Enemy, James Bonds, Rockies. Love Rocky. Love Sylvester Stallone. There's my Sylvester Stallone section. There's my holiday section. Love Christmas time. Lots of Christmas movies. Favorite, of course, is Christmas Vacation. And then you have the Halloween stuff, Thanksgiving stuff. Fairy Tale Theater. Shelley Duvall. That takes me right back to my childhood. Jerry Lewis. If you don't know Jerry Lewis, you need to know Jerry Lewis movies. Grew up with that stuff. And then it looks like this is kind of like action and drama section. And Borat, and comedy, I guess. Good Burger, Major League, Fast and Furious movies, Wizard of Oz, my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of all time, definitely one of my favorites growing up. Kill Bills, all the Quentin Tarantino movies. There we go, and then all the Disney stuff here. Goofy movie. Snow White, Winnie the Pooh. And then other assorted animations and whatnot. Narnias. Those other Disneys too. Brave Little Toaster. Dorado. Madagascar's. Trucks, Scooby-Doo, Alvin and Chipmunk, Coraline, Legend of the Guardians. And well, there you've had my room tour. Hope you enjoyed.